Okay. So yesterday we talked about DXY that we are looking at. We are looking at price going higher to see if we can have price taking out this level here before we get a sell off. So you see, price tried to go higher, but it could not achieve that. Rather, we saw price dropping. So it's normal with the news. Whenever we have an FOMC, sometimes you tend to see price going lower instead of going higher. So, but what I was anticipating was that I wanted to see a scenario whereby price would take out this high first. That was why I told you guys I will be looking for opportunity to short above this high. So I wanted to see a scenario whereby price will take out this, then I can have a long swing sell, because definitely we know DXY is overbought. Yeah, it's overbought, but I wanted them to take out this so that I can know that yes, there's no liquidity resting above. There's no liquidity resting above. So but you see, they left that now and traded lower now. So the key question now is we want to see DXY now. We want to see DXY now giving us a nice retracement back, probably to somewhere around this region. Then we can now see if we can have a continuation to the upside. So this is basically what we are looking at for now. But for this case now, whereby we left liquidity resting above, all these things you see here now are people's stops. All what you see here are stop losses. We have stop losses resting here. We have stop loss. Even this was not even properly taken out. If you see, it was more like price came to create an equal high around that region. So we have this liquidities, this plenty of liquidities resting here. We have liquidity resting here, we have liquidity resting here, and we have liquidity resting here. So now in this case now, so I'm a little bit skeptical in this, because assuming price was able to drive higher, like I was anticipating this to go higher a bit. If you guys were on Money Shower yesterday, I said I want to see a short opportunity around this level. This is where I'm looking for short opportunity. So assuming price was able to drive higher to that level, I would have confidently getting a short opportunity there and anticipate price to push lower. So now since we don't have that now, so what are we looking out for now? That is the primary question. Now what will we be doing now? So now today is Thursday already, and next tomorrow is NFP. So there are tendency to that market might leave this liquidity here and come back for that later. So I'm looking at a scenario whereby we can see we have it that market has a broke structure here, and we anticipating price to come back to this level here to see if there's a kind of a reaction. So if I can get a very good pattern here in action, if I can get a very good pattern here, I'll be looking for short opportunity on DXY. That is to say that if price can come back to this region now, let's say during London, and give me some kind of reaction of what I want, I will look for short opportunity to come down to somewhere here. So this is basically what I'm looking out for, because reasons to this is I don't know, I don't think price can actually drive higher to take out this. I don't think so, but let's see what happens here. So what happens here will tell us what to do and what not to do. So for now, I'm not certain about the direction of DXY. I'm just on the sideline for now, so I'll be waiting to see what happens during New York section. So now having understood that, let's look at EURUSD. So here on EURUSD, we have all these stop losses. I was looking to see if price could sell off to clear all this liquidity. Here we have stop loss, here we have stop loss, here we have stop loss, here we even have stop loss here. So during Money Shower yesterday, I highlighted this region here. I said if price could come into this region here, we will be looking for opportunity to buy. If price could come into this region here, we'll be looking for opportunity to buy. You see, price failed to come into that region. Then I highlighted another region again and sent to you guys after morning shower, which was what we took. I told you guys I'm looking for possibility of this happening. See, market broke structure here, right? So I took my entry here. You see, market came down to my stop loss. My stop loss was just beneath this low, and I got stopped out before all this happened. So it's normal. So I think later on during New York, I was able to get a sell entry here. So it's normal. So it's normal with NFP week. Market will definitely hunt for your stop losses even if you are right. So it's normal. So but majorly for me, I wanted to buy to sell, just like I told you guys. So I got a sell opportunity around this region here. I was on sell, so I was targeting to see if we can take out this low and take out this. Then in accordance with what we are looking at for in DSI should take out is I said we can look for buy opportunity in EURUSD. So you see the market just kind of pushed down a little bit, run out all these liquidities here. Then we had the market pushing higher. So now looking at this now on 15 minutes time frame, I'm not even seeing any good level here to buy from. So basically what I'm just looking out for is, since price has already consolidated here now, so let's see if price can give us some kind of pattern like this. Let's see if we can have something of this nature. So if we can have something of this nature, I will be going long. So let's look at it and see if we can get something of that nature. So this is basically what I'll be looking out for EURUSD, just the way I'm looking out for DXY to come into this region and give me something of this nature. So I'll be looking at EURUSD to trading lower, giving me this kind of pattern. So if I get this kind of pattern, I will be buying. So why am I buying? Let me show you guys. Go to 4 hours. So you see we started selling off from this region here. So at least we need to just normal market structure. We stood off, right? We need to pull back at least 50% before we do what? We continue the trend. So this is just basically what we are looking for. So if we get a good pullback, if market gives us a reasons to buy, I would like to buy, so that at least even if we are buying, we can buy back to somewhere around this region. So that's just why I'm looking for buy opportunity now on EURUSD. So just like I said, I'm not certain about the direction of DXY, so I'm more sitting on the sideline until market gives me some good reasons to come into the market. So let's look at GBPUSD. So the same thing here on GBPUSD. You see, price had been consolidating all throughout here. Okay, let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So yesterday what did we even do on EURUSD? Okay, yesterday we were already on short on EURUSD here since the day before yesterday. So you see, I was anticipating GBPUSD to come down to take out this low. We have all this, so immediately during the news they just went lower, tap into all this liquidity. At least GBPUSD gave a very nice good PA. You see, they came into this, tap into all this, clear all this liquidity and push higher. So here now on GBPUSD, I'm looking at this level here where I highlighted for a possible buy opportunity. That is 1.25200, particularly 1.25200. So I'm monitoring this region to see how price react. I was not even expecting price to have be able to fill up this. This is about 200 pips market made yesterday. This is about 200 pips, almost 180. So I was not even expecting price to be able to fill up this today, but it is what it is. So we have market taking out liquidity, we have structure being broken, we have all this liquidity here, market is coming down to fill it, all being filled up. So I'm monitoring price here. Price gives me a good reason here to stock up on long under them. Another thing to take note is GBP might not move now, so till around 12. If you get a good or buy opportunity now, it's good. It's around 12. And what the reason for GBP to move? We have fundamental reasons coming out by 12, which is Bank of England monetary policy report. Then we also have the official high rate. So they are intending to hike the rate by 0.25 BP. So which is they are expecting from 0.75 to 1.0. So if that should happen, definitely GBP should gain more strength. GBP should gain more strength, and we're anticipating price. And if you go to 4 hours again, you see we already have this push to the downside. We already have this push to the downside. So just more like what I showed you guys on EURUSD. So now we anticipate price to see if we can come back a little bit, then continue to the downside. So this is the same thing we are looking at for on GBPUSD here. So if you look at it in another way around now, you see that we have this consolidation. Market pushed out of the consolidation, so it's more like market is retesting the consolidation for another push again. So let's see what happens on this region. So you don't just get in without no confirmation, because there are high tendency that this can turn out to be that market came here to just take liquidity. And continue pushing lower to come for this low. So it's very, very, very obtainable. So we don't know for sure. So but let's just concentrate and see what happens here on 15 minutes. So depending on what price gives to us, if you can see something of this nature here, good, then you can take your entry here. You should take your entry somewhere around this region. So this is what I'm looking out for. So let's see if we can get something of this nature here. So now, having understood that, so let's look at gold. Okay, so let's go to 4 hours. So you see, yesterday I spoke about previously I spoke about gold rejecting from this region here. I spoke about gold rejecting from that region. You see how gold rejected from that region, give about 100 pips. So now if you go to 4 hours time frame, let's look at it in a broader view. You will see that gold has been dropping for a while now. It reacted on a region here on higher time frame. So now it's very, very obtainable if we can see gold coming back. To clear this and come back to this region. But gold cannot do this just on instantly on a go. Gold is on a bearish trend on higher time frame here. So now we are like, so I'm just looking at to see if we can have a pullback here, then we can stock up for a long position. So more like, can we get a pullback here to give us opportunity to go long, take out this high, take out this liquidity, and come back to this region. So this is where I want to see gold picking up another sell opportunity. Then we can now come back to take out this liquidity we have here. So I'm long on gold for now. So I'm waiting to see if we can have a pullback. So if we can have a good pullback, why am I long on gold? Let me show you 1 hour time frame on gold. So can you see what do we have on gold now? When gold got to this region and gold consolidated, after consolidation, what did we see? You see the market explode. Yesterday news made the market to do what? Explode. So they failed to go down below. So this morning again they continue pushing higher. So now what should we expect from gold? Now we should expect gold to do what? Drop. We need gold to drop. We need it to sell off. Are you guys getting me? We need gold to sell off. So if you watch now, there is a region here that I'm also looking at to hold gold to sell. So I'm looking at this level now to see if this level can hold gold. I want gold to sell, at least come back to somewhere around this region. I want gold to come back to somewhere around this region. Then we can now look for what? Long opportunity then to go higher. So this is basically what I'm looking out for gold. So none of the market is giving me good criteria to get into the market for now. So it's more like I'm still on the sideline looking at market to see what is likely going to happen. So let's look at BTC/USD. So let's go to 4 hours time frame. So yesterday I told you guys that I am not doing anything on BTC/USD. I'm just more of sitting on the sideline. So if you see the kind of price action market is creating, you see market is purely on a bearish trend. We have this lower high, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, created this lower high again, failed to go lower, failed to break this low. Then it's more like we have broken structure here, right? Just like I told you guys. So now if we can get a healthy pullback back to this region here, I think it will be a good area to stock for long position back to this place we have talked about. So this is what I am anticipating on BTC/USD. So let's see if this is going to happen. So let's see if this is going to happen. So this is what I'm anticipating on BTC. So one thing you should know that the news yesterday caused a lot of volatility in the market. So market might not likely trend this London section because it's more like market needs to rest to gain momentum to be able to move. So I will be looking for setup mainly during New York section. I'll be looking for setup mainly during New York section because I know market might not trend this London. There's going to be some kind of manipulation. They'll be hunting for stop losses there and here and there. So this is basically what I have for you guys this morning. So if anyone has any question, he or she could actually mute himself and ask. If we don't, we call it a day.